Guys, I am completely convinced that Dak Prescott goes absolutely berserk this season. This will be Dak Prescott's best season statistically in terms of touchdown to interception ratio. Here's why. With the recommitment to the running game, the Cowboys are setting this thing up to be a mirror of what happened in 2016. 2016, Dak's rookie season, he threw for 23 touchdowns against 4 interceptions for a quarterback rating of 104, I believe, 0.9. He had a 104.4 rating this past year, but Dak is older, Dak is smarter, Dak is more mature. And we are going to have, this is what I think, guys, a vintage performance, a somewhat vintage performance this season from Ezekiel Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott, his rookie year, he rushed for more than 1,600 yards. Total as a team, we rushed for more than 2,200 yards back in 2016. 2021, we rushed for only 1,700 yards as an offense, with Ezekiel Elliott getting just a little bit more than 1,000 yards, and then Tony Pollard checking in with around 719 rush yards. So guys, listen, with the changes along this offensive line, with the strength of it, I believe, everything has been run. Play action off of the run. Fake dive, play action. Run. Sweep, play action, rollout. Dak Prescott is at his best in the play action game. And he's proven this year in and year out, in particular, rolling out to his right, which really works well because we have the first round draft pick, Tyler Smith, playing left guard. And he's going to roll grade a lot of people, pin people in, and create a lot of lanes, which is going to make the sell of that fake extremely believable and suck in linebackers. Let Dak roll out where he's going to have 2 route combinations, short and long, to the right side of the field, and are a dragging tight end. Number 2 to this, guys, and I'll get into more details about Dak in a minute, but you got Jake Ferguson. And Jake Ferguson is the draft pick that we drafted from Wisconsin, tight end, who caught a couple good balls this past game and has shown to be able to do anything that Blake Jarwin can do, which means this: it doesn't matter if Blake Jarwin gets hurt. We're going to be able to run the same underneath routes very effectively with Jake Ferguson, the rookie tight end from Wisconsin, which is the safety net for Dak Prescott, just like Jason Witten was, and obviously Blake Jarwin was last year. We're going to run the exact same routes. Dak Prescott is at his best historically, statistically, when he's throwing the ball around 28 to 34 times a game. Does Dak have the ability to throw the ball 40 plus times a game? Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Is he good enough to put the team on his shoulders and march down the field in a spread offense? Yes, he is. He's done it. But at his optimal performance in terms of errors, pressure, and just seeing the field and being comfortable, that play action boot and pass is going to be absolutely critical to this coming season. And Dak is going to be at his best. My prediction is Dak is going to have the highest QBR of his career. He's going to exceed 104.9, which was his QBR, his quarterback rating, in his rookie year. The second highest to that was this past year, where he actually broke records. Right? And people say a lot of things about Dak, but he's broken Cowboy records, I believe, throwing for 36 or 37 touchdowns this past season. So with the new wrinkles in this offense in terms of the commitment to run the ball and line up in 12 personnels, if Kellen Moore can keep this trend going into the regular season, it's going to pay dividends for Dak Prescott, and he's going to go berserk and have his best season ever. You are going to have Tolbert and those young receivers with the ability to mature. And what's going to end up happening is, because the running game is going to be effective, it's going to force an extra man in the box. It's going to allow some of these young receivers receivers and even veteran receivers to get some one-on-one matchups, which is going to bode well because in play action pass, if you're playing zone defense, hey man, we can run to the spot that, hey, you're not. All right, we can sit down in the zone. And if you're playing man, if it's play action pass, guess what happens? You got to cover longer. We're faking a run, we're booting out. You're going to have to cover longer. And this is the NFL, and it's a lot of great DBs out there, but I'm going to tell you one thing. Nobody can cover a wide receiver forever. Nobody can cover forever. And so that's going to bode extremely well for Dak Prescott. I see a resurgence of Dak. That's where they're saving him. He's going to be very, very adept and willing to run the football if you overcommit when he does that play action pass and boot. And it's all based upon the commitment to the run game. So Ezekiel Elliott is old enough to be mature, still young enough to be very, very good and explosive. Look for Ezekiel Elliott to rush for 12 to 1,300 yards this year because of the fact he has to share carries with Tony Pollard. And Tony Pollard's going to do his thing this year as well. And so I'm excited. I think that the commitment to the run, the tight end position with Jake Ferguson, the additional beef, especially with Tyler Smith and the offensive line and how well he's played. Listen, we're going to be fine, and that's going to be a recipe, a Picasso, a recipe for perfection for Dak Prescott, even being able to throw the ball down the field backside with CeeDee Lamb on one-on-one matchups. And CeeDee Lamb is going to get open. He's going to shake his way open. And if we happen to get Turbin involved in this offense, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. He's a joystick. He is a joystick, and he also is a guy that can balance and stretch the field and sit down in holes and just make people play off of him. And he'll be wide open on hitch routes or comeback routes all season long. So I'm telling you guys, Dak Prescott is going to have a huge year offensively. Look for him to have his best year ever. All right. So let me know what you think about the video. Do you agree with me? Do you see it differently? I want to know what you think about it. All right. So drop your comments below. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe Boss Cowboy Sports on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And follow me, the OC100 on Twitter. And until the next time, see you.